Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It's finals week. If you cannot tell by the state of my room right now, it's literally so trash. But it's finals week and I have finals tomorrow. I say finals, but I literally have one final, so I can't even talk because I literally have like the most unstressful final schedule ever because I'm a senior this year and honestly my classes are just not hard besides my math class. So for one of my classes, I wrote an essay and got that done and turned in, and then for my other class that I'm in, I am just doing a project and it was a poster. So I already finished that. And I really only have 3 classes because I had a 4th, but it was online government and it was like an 8-week course. So that's been over for a while now. So that leaves me with just math, and that's my only final. Finals for my school are Thursday and Friday of this week, and today's Thursday. I actually did not have any finals today because my one final is tomorrow. So it is time to study because honestly, I haven't really studied that much. In my mind, I'm just thinking that it can't be that hard because it's 50 questions, all multiple choice, and we also get a cheat sheet. So I'm just hoping and praying that it's not going to be too hard. I have a really good grade in there right now, so honestly, the final shouldn't really affect it too much, but it is 25% of my grade, so I do really need to study and try hard on it. Don't mind the fact that I look like this. It's been a long week, but I'm going to take you guys along with me through studying and preparing for my final and just kind of showing you how I study and what my routine looks like. So right now I am going to go downstairs and start studying. It's 7:30. I have procrastinated. I guess I had cheer until like 5:30 and then dinner, so I have just been kind of laying around and just relaxing because I'm so tired. This week has been so draining. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go downstairs and start studying because it's already 7:30. Okay, well I have all my stuff here and I'm going to start studying and hopefully it all makes sense. I'm going to start by going over my study guide and figuring out the problems that I don't know.
All the things that we were able to grow when you're making half the money but the cost is double. Quiet life of desperation, but it ain't gonna make me too much longer. Been working too hard for this shit to not pop, so we about to get it poppin' now. Quiet life of desperation, so I'ma have to live a little louder. And no, I ain't gonna end up like the man trying to figure out the man who got it figured out. I just bought me a new condo, and in the same year I moved back home. Guess your 20s ain't as friendly as a place where you were born. And anytime you reach for something, they claim that you need nothing to satisfy your soul, but all the good stuff's bought and sold. Quiet life of desperation.
Okay, well, I've decided to move locations and come back up to my room because I just needed a change of scenery. I've made it decently far in my studying. I have been trying to fill up my half sheet of like notes that I can use during my test as much as I can, but also not like an overwhelming amount to the fact where I can't even read anything. So I have been going through and filling this out. This side is mainly just examples from the study guide, and then this side is equations that I'll need to know. This hopefully should help a lot. I'm honestly feeling really confident in this test. I'm kind of scared because I feel like I'm feeling a little too confident, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when I'm too confident going into a test, I just do not do very good, or at least it's because I was hoping. So I'm trying to stay humbled a little bit because you just never know, but at the same time, I'm like, it's 50 multiple choice questions. Like, I feel like it can't be that hard, but I don't know. I've actually been asked a lot for like studying tips and like motivation and stuff like that. So if I'm being so for real, you guys, like I literally don't have any tips. Like I kind of just go and make myself go over this. Here, I guess this is kind of what I do. Pretty much for all of my tests that I ever take, I normally have a study guide. Unless it's like a quiz or something, sometimes I don't, but I get a massive study guide and I fill it out. It's typically like a packet. This one is 77 questions, but it's also a little bit more because it's the final review. But normally I go and fill it out as much as I can, and the ones that I don't end up knowing, I go and ask my teacher and make sure that I fully understand them. And then once I do that, as I'm kind of going through, I put a little star next to the ones that I don't fully know. So then if you get a half sheet of paper, if you don't, whatever, but you just know to study it more, and I end up putting the starred ones on my half sheet of paper just in case I need a reminder while I'm taking the test. So I have that. And then as far as that goes, that's pretty much what I do. Once I go through the whole study guide, I normally look over it so many times before the test, all day before. I have mine 7th period, so that is the last class of the day, and so I have all day to study for this tomorrow. Another thing that I do is that I typically pick up 2 of the final review packets, just because I feel like the first time I'm going through and trying to fill it out just to get like the grade, you know, and make sure I know it all. But on the second one, I really go through and take my time and just picking out which ones I don't understand and trying to do it without looking at the key, just because that'll give me kind of an idea of how the actual test will go. So I don't know if that really helps you in any way, but that is typically how I study. For motivation wise, I honestly can't really give you any besides like looking at your grades, because seriously, just looking at your grades personally makes me want to try very hard. I have really good grades right now, so I am definitely striving to keep up my grade and make sure I do very good on my finals, else it'll drop, because this is 25% of my grades. So some other motivation would be do it when you're tired. Okay, well, especially last year, junior year, literally was kicking my butt. I was so like, I was literally struggling so much in school. I had really good grades. I just would struggle because my classes were so hard. So mentally, it was just so much. But I am definitely glad I got through it all, because it seriously, I feel like, made me a better studier. And junior year was just so hard, but I am definitely glad I took all my hard classes last year instead of this year. But especially doing, like, studying when I'm tired, I feel like sometimes that's when it sticks the most. I guess that kind of can go both ways, because sometimes when you're so tired, I need to go to bed because else it's not gonna stick. But also when I'm tired, sometimes it's better to study, just because then I'm like motivated to keep studying and go to bed as soon as I can. I don't know, I don't have very much motivation, but I hope that you guys do or did amazing on your finals. I'm manifesting a good score. I'm gonna keep going over this review packet. I also took an extra one, so I'm gonna start working on that. It is 77 questions, so I definitely will not have time to finish this all at school tomorrow. So I'm gonna get started on my second packet and see how much of it I know.
My love language is your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me? I've been lonely lately. I've been feeling neglected, and I want you to show me. Can we get back on the same page tonight? Can we stay? And why don't you talk to me? Let's start a conversation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me. We don't need a translation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call that a night. I literally look like a mess, but I actually feel like that was a pretty successful study session I had. I added more to my note card now. I have a little bit more. I still have plenty of room, so I might add just like some random questions on here, just in case maybe somehow I blank it. I don't know, but I feel like if I have the room, I might as well use it. So I probably will end up putting something on there, but besides that, I went through this whole packet and made sure I really knew every single question on here, all 77. So I feel like I hopefully did good. I will update you. Actually, I don't know if I have my test scores yet, but I'll update you what I got if I know what I got. I am manifesting that I do good on this final tomorrow, and I am hoping and praying for all of you that you guys all did amazing, or that you're going to do amazing on your finals, or at least like big tests that you have. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful for your guys' studying, or even to find some motivation to get up and study. I feel like I just studied for about an hour and a half, so I would say that was pretty successful, and I definitely am feeling a lot better and more confident for this test tomorrow. I'm so grateful to only be having one final this year. From going from like 7 last year to 1 this year is so amazing and different, but I'm loving it. So hopefully I ace this final and I do good tomorrow, but I will keep you guys updated. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you made it all the way through this video, comment some type of school supplies, notebook, pencil, whatever. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
All the things that we were able to grow, when you're making half the money but the cost is double. Quiet life of desperation, but it ain't gonna make me too much longer. Been working too hard for this shit to not pop, so we about to get it poppin' now. Quiet